Hello, beautiful soul. Welcome to Jinjin's Cosmic. If you didn't happen to be here, perhaps it's time to meet your soul. Dear Aquarius, come closer. Let us speak of the beautiful and confounding paradox that is your soul. Have you ever been told that you are the kindest, most accepting person someone knows, only to later be accused of being cold, distant, and unfeelingly detached? Have you ever offered your heart in genuine, compassionate service to humanity, only to find yourself erecting an impenetrable wall of ice when a single individual violates a principle you hold sacred? If you have lived this contradiction, if you have ever felt like a walking paradox, a gentle humanitarian, and a fierce, unyielding revolutionary housed in the same body, then know that you are not broken. You are not inconsistent. You are simply operating from a frequency that this world is still struggling to understand. There is a reason why your kindness is so vast and your reaction to betrayal so absolute. Today, we will not merely list your traits. We will journey into the very architecture of your spirit to understand the sacred mechanics of your power. We will explore why your gentle nature is your gift to the world, and why your detached, swift defense is your gift to yourself. If you have ever felt misunderstood in your complexity, I want you to anchor your truth with me now. Go to the comments and declare this to the universe. I am a paradox, and that is my power. Let us affirm the beautiful mystery that you are. And please, if you feel a resonance here, subscribe to our soul family so we may continue to explore these profound truths together. Now, let us begin. Let us first speak of the vast, serene ocean of your kindness. Your compassion, Aquarius, is not a learned behavior or a social strategy. It is an innate function of your being. It flows from you not because you are trying to be nice, but because you are wired to see humanity not just as it is, but as it could be. You look at a struggling individual and you do not just see their pain, you see the glimmer of their highest potential. You look at a broken world and you do not just see its flaws, you see the blueprint for a better one. This deep, genuine compassion is why you are a safe harbor for the strange, the misunderstood, and the exiled. You possess an open-minded acceptance that is breathtaking in its purity. You believe, in the very marrow of your bones, in the sacred right of every individual to their own freedom, their own truth, their own unique expression. This is why you create such welcoming spaces around you, where others feel they can finally take off their masks and simply be. You do not judge their eccentricities. You celebrate them. This is not a choice you make. It is a fundamental part of your spiritual operating system. However, this is where the world often misunderstands you. Because your compassion is so vast and impersonal, directed at the whole of humanity, it can appear detached on an individual level. Your love is for the forest. And while you care for each tree, your primary concern is the health of the entire ecosystem. This is why you can offer profound wisdom and support to someone in crisis, yet feel a strange disconnect from the melodrama of their personal emotions. You are a rescuer, but you are not designed to drown with the person you are saving. You are a healer, but you refuse to become infected by the disease of another's negativity. This is not coldness, it is clarity. It is the necessary detachment of a surgeon who must remain steady to perform a life-saving operation. And because your compassion is rooted in this higher, visionary perspective, it means that when you are hurt or betrayed, the pain cuts to the very core of your belief in humanity's potential. It is not just a personal slight. It is a dissonance in the beautiful music you know the world is capable of creating. It is a crack in the blueprint of the better world you are trying to build. And this is the first key to understanding your dangerous side. Your reaction is not just about a personal wound, it is about the defense of a sacred vision. Flowing alongside this ocean of compassion is your fierce and unshakable loyalty. But your loyalty, Aquarius, is different from that of other signs. You are not blindly loyal to people. You are loyal to souls. You are loyal to the truth you see within a person. When you trust someone and form a bond, you are completely and utterly committed to the highest version of that person. You will offer them your unwavering support, your brilliant mind, and your protective energy through any storm. This is why the connections you build are so strong and often last a lifetime. People feel that your loyalty is not based on convenience or obligation, but on a deep, soul-level recognition. However, this is also why betrayal cuts you more deeply than almost any other sign. When someone you have been loyal to acts from a place of deceit, manipulation, or injustice, they are not just breaking your trust. In your eyes, they are betraying their own soul. They are betraying the beautiful potential you saw in them and invested in. And when that happens, your kindness does not just disappear, it transmutes. It transforms from a warm, nurturing light into a cold, focused, and powerful protective force. You do not easily forgive betrayals of principle. You may forgive a mistake, but you will not forgive a pattern of deceit. Your fierce loyalty becomes a weapon, not of revenge, but of boundary. You will sever the connection with the swift, clean precision of a laser, not out of emotional rage, but out of a logical and necessary act of spiritual hygiene. You are removing a cancerous cell from the body of your life to protect the health of the whole. This is why you can be the kindest of friends and the most dangerous of enemies. Your loyalty is a sacred pact, and when it is violated, the consequences are absolute. Let us now speak of the engine that drives your entire being, your calm, rational mind. One of your most remarkable and misunderstood traits is your ability to remain steady and clear-headed, even when the world around you is consumed by emotional chaos. This calmness is not something you fake. It is your natural state. Your mind operates on a different frequency, one that processes information through logic, patterns, and objective analysis, rather than through the turbulent filter of emotion. This is why people instinctively turn to you for wise, unbiased advice during difficult times. You are the calm center of any storm. You can listen to the most heartbreaking story with profound empathy. Yet, your mind is simultaneously working in the background, analyzing the problem, identifying the core issue, and formulating a logical solution. This ability to maintain emotional detachment is your greatest strength, but it is also the source of much of the world's confusion about you. People mistake your calmness for a lack of feeling, when in reality it is a sign of immense inner control. However, beneath this composed, placid exterior lies a powerful and formidable inner strength. When you are provoked, when your sacred principles are violated, you do not react with impulsive, fiery anger. Instead, that calm, rational mind becomes a weapon of terrifying precision. You use your sharp intellect to analyze the situation, to identify the offender's weaknesses, their motives, and their strategy. Your response is not an emotional outburst. It is a calculated, strategic checkmate. This rational, strategic mindset is an intrinsic part of your personality. No one else can control it. No one can predict it. And this is what makes you so dangerous when provoked. Your opponents expect an emotional fight, but you bring a game of cosmic chess. They come armed with insults and drama. You come armed with irrefutable logic and brutal, cutting honesty. It is this balance between your calm kindness and your strategic intelligence that defines your paradox. Your ability to stay calm under pressure and respond with clear, cold logic makes you one of the most formidable adversaries anyone could ever face. At the very heart of your operating system lies your most sacred value, freedom. You believe, with every fiber of your being, that every individual soul deserves the absolute right to live authentically, to think freely, and to express themselves fully, as long as they do no harm. This belief is the very foundation of your kindness. You encourage others to be true to themselves, without fear or limitation, because you instinctively understand that the world becomes a better place when every person is living in alignment with their unique soul's code. You do not try to control or restrict those around you, which makes you a deeply trustworthy and respectful friend. You fiercely protect not only your own freedom, but the freedom of anyone who is being oppressed or limited. And it is here, in the defense of this sacred principle, that your most dangerous side is revealed. When your independence is threatened, when someone tries to impose their dogma, their rules, or their limitations upon you or upon others, you become a passionate and relentless defender. You transform from a peaceful observer into a full-blown revolutionary. Your love for freedom is the fuel for both your gentle, accepting kindness and your strong, unyielding reactions. When you are fighting for freedom, you are not fighting for a personal preference. You are fighting for a cosmic law, and you will use every tool at your disposal: your intelligence, your creativity, your brutal honesty to dismantle the structures of oppression. This is why you can be among the nicest, most easygoing people, but also why you can become so terrifyingly dangerous when provoked. You are not just defending yourself, you are defending the future. When you are provoked, your intelligence, as we have discussed, becomes a weapon. But it is a weapon you wield with the creativity of a master artist. Your creativity is one of your most beautiful and unpredictable traits. In your state of kindness, it allows you to come up with thoughtful, innovative solutions to help others. You think of unique ways to support and inspire the people around you. Your creativity is not limited to the arts. It extends to the very way you navigate life and its challenges. However, this same creative, out-of-the-box thinking becomes a clever and formidable form of defense when you feel threatened. You can quickly adapt and come up with unexpected strategies to protect yourself or those you love. Your unpredictability makes it almost impossible for an adversary to anticipate your next move. They expect a linear attack, but you come at them from 5 different angles at once. They expect a sword fight, but you change the laws of gravity in the room. This trait is a natural part of who you are. It cannot be controlled. It cannot be predicted. Your creativity fuels both your kindness and your strength, allowing you to navigate the world with a unique balance of empathy and strategic power. This is why you are so often seen as both a nurturing friend and a fierce, unpredictable defender. Your idealism and your passionate belief in justice are the moral compass that directs all of your other traits. You are an idealist at heart. You see the world not just for what it is, but for what it should be: a place of fairness, equality, and respect for all. This idealism is the driving force behind so much of your kindness. You are not just being nice. You are actively trying to build the better world you envision. You will stand up for causes you believe in, and you will fight against injustice wherever you see it, often becoming a powerful ally for the vulnerable and the oppressed. However, This same idealism is what makes you so uncompromising when your core values are challenged. You cannot easily accept corruption, hypocrisy, or unfairness. You will fight back with a determination and intelligence that can be shocking to those who have only seen your gentle side. Your drive to protect justice is not something you can switch off. It is an intrinsic part of who you are. When provoked, your commitment to your ideals becomes a powerful, motivating force that allows you to act decisively and courageously, often at great personal cost. This balance between your visionary kindness and your fierce advocacy for fairness is why you can be both a compassionate friend and a dangerous foe. Your ideals shape your behavior in ways no one else can control, making you unique in your gentle strength. And in your fight for justice, one of your most potent weapons is your brutal honesty. You, Aquarius, value truth above almost everything else. And this can sometimes surprise and even hurt others. You do not sugarcoat your words. You do not hide behind polite lies. You believe that clear, direct honesty is the fastest path to building trust and genuine connection. This truthfulness can be incredibly healing, as it cuts through confusion and helps people see situations with a new clarity. However, it can also be painful, because not everyone is ready to hear such unvarnished truth. Your honesty is a trait you cannot suppress. It is deeply embedded in your personality. And when you are provoked or betrayed, that honesty can become sharper, more cutting, and more precise, serving as a powerful form of defense. You do not hold back your words when you feel it is necessary to protect yourself or to expose a falsehood. This blend of kindness through honesty and potential harshness when defending the truth is part of what makes you so unique. Your truthfulness is unstoppable, and it defines both your warmth and your formidable strength. All of these traits are built upon a foundation of fierce independence. You do not rely on the approval of others to feel good about yourself or to decide how to act. Your self-sufficiency means that your kindness is always genuine, because it comes from an authentic place within, not from a needy desire to please or fit in. You encourage this same independence in others, championing their right to be their true selves without fear. However, your strong independence also means that when someone crosses your boundaries, disrespects your autonomy, or tries to control or manipulate you, your reaction can be swift and uncompromising. You do not tolerate attempts to cage your spirit. Your anger, when it finally surfaces, is not petty or fleeting. It comes from a deep, primal need to protect your freedom and your integrity. This fierce defense of your independence is a part of who you are, and it cannot be controlled by anyone else. It is this combination of authentic, generous kindness and strong, unyielding independence that makes you both a loving companion and a formidable adversary. You possess a natural, magnetic charm that draws people to you. Your kindness, your intelligence, and your unique, quirky personality make you a wonderful companion and a trusted friend. People feel an instant connection to you because you create a sense of acceptance and inspiration. This charm is authentic. It flows from your true self and is not an act. Because of this, you form deep, meaningful relationships with those who appreciate your openness and warmth. However, when you are betrayed or deeply hurt, you respond in a way that can be shocking to those who only know your charming side. You become cold. You become distant. You shut people out completely as a way to protect yourself from further pain. This emotional withdrawal is not a sign of weakness. It is a powerful, logical defense mechanism. You know when to let go, when to sever a connection, when to create an unbreachable boundary, even if it means distancing yourself from someone you once cared about deeply. This sudden shift from warm and charming to emotionally reserved and distant is a part of your nature. It is your way of healing and regaining control over your emotional well-being. This balance between your inviting warmth and your protective distance makes you a complex and fascinating soul. You are a loving companion, but you are also prepared to create an impenetrable space around yourself to keep your spirit safe. And finally, let us speak of forgiveness. You, Aquarius, are known for your generous heart and your belief in second chances. You understand that people make mistakes, and you will often forgive easily because you value growth and learning, both in yourself and in others. This forgiving nature flows directly from your kindness and your desire to maintain a peaceful, harmonious ecosystem. However, and this is a critical distinction, your patience has its limits. When you are hurt repeatedly by the same person, when a mistake becomes a pattern, when an apology is not followed by a change in behavior, your tolerance runs out. And once you have been pushed beyond that limit, your response is swift, firm, and unyielding. You close the door, you lock it, and you throw away the key. This is not a reaction you take lightly. It comes from a deep, logical need to protect your emotional and spiritual well-being from a recurring virus. Your initial forgiveness is a choice made from kindness. But your final defense against ongoing harm is an instinctual, powerful, and irreversible act of self-preservation. This duality shows that while you desire harmony, you know when to stand your ground and defend your own peace. Your unrelenting response to repeated betrayal is not just anger. It is a necessary boundary that preserves your dignity and your sanity. Your forgiveness should never be mistaken for weakness, because when it is necessary, your defense is swift, absolute, and impossible to control. So, you see, dear Aquarius, you are not a contradiction. You are a perfect cosmic balance. You are the gentle, visionary kindness that the world desperately needs, and you are the fierce, intelligent rebellion that the world also desperately needs. You are the calm harbor and the sudden storm. You are the open heart and the locked gate. You nurture with one hand and you defend with the other. This is not a flaw in your design. It is your sacred duty. It is your power, and it is your magnificent, untamable truth.